right, so today my daughter Daniela and I are going to be making some beeswax candles. So we watched a short video about it, and I already had some supplies. It's been a long time since I've made these. So what we're doing right here is we are taking some of my old candles and just melting them down so that we can reuse those and pour all of the wax into, these are my old candles that I made, and pour them into this new jar. And Daniela, can you show us how we put the wax string that we need? How do we put that down?
So we're just gonna
Good. And we have that paper there. She was practicing her calligraphy. So she's going to glue that down. Oh, here we go. Oh, good. All right, and then once we've filled this with wax, we're actually just going to use a pencil and wrap it around to hold this in place. So we'll let you see how that is once we've filled it up. So here we've got our melted beeswax, and I took out the old silver piece and the string, and there was like a little remaining clump that was in there. So we took that wick out, and these are the melted ones. So we're just going to let them cool just slightly before we put them into our jar. And my daughter has chosen 3 essential oils that we're going to be using: cedarwood, peppermint, and rose. So I always like to use organic essential oils, so that's why I choose these particular brands. And yeah, so that's actually one of the main reasons that you would want to make your own candle, is because most of the commercial candles on the market today have a lot of chemical fragrances, and those are listed as the most toxic on the Environmental Working Group Skin Deep website, as the potential for causing reproductive harm or causing cancer. So that is why it is really important to make sure that you're not using fragrance, but we're using like all natural ingredients such as beeswax and essential oils. Okay, we're adding 10 drops of each of the chosen essential oils. Here we go, 1, 2. All right, we have filled up the jar with the beeswax, and we positioned the wick right at the bottom and wrapped it around a pencil to hold it while it is quickly drying. So we should have a nice candle done in a minute. All right, so if you do not have an old candle to melt down, what I suggest is buying some, this is quite old because I've had it in storage for a long time, but basically look for all natural organic beeswax, and you can find it in chunks, or you can also find it in pellets, and then you can cut it and put it into a glass jar that you're not too worried about reusing, because obviously it gets pretty dirty in there, and then you would just cut it into pieces that you can put into your glass container or into any kind of old metal container, and then that you can put into your double boiler, or we're just using a simple pot that we can heat up the water in and then put the glass container in that.